Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Do you ever wonder why you should be a prepper and how you can be a prepper on a budget? Prepping doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes we see all of the really cool gadgets, gizmos, the prepping supplies, the specialty food items, and we think we must have those items. That's the state of the art. We want to be the best preppers ever. We want to be prepared for everything. But do we really need the most high-end, most expensive, state-of-the-art prepping supplies? Probably not. Looking at all of the cool gadgets and the expensive gear can really put us into the pursuit of things rather than thinking about what do I need to take care of myself. We're looking outside rather than inside to try to find the peace of mind that I know I'm looking for when I want to become a prepper. I want to know that I can take care of myself no matter what the situation is. It doesn't mean I want to know how I take care of my stuff. And so I need to figure out what are the absolute basics that I need that can help me make the best of my life on a day-to-day basis. Because on a day-to-day basis, that's when you're going to have the inconveniences of life, the struggles that all of us face. That's what we really should be preparing for, not that we're going to go live in the woods at the end of a road or SHTF or the actual end of the world. I know I'm preparing for what if the power goes out? What if I lose my running water? What if the winter storm makes it impossible to get out of my home? What if the stores become short on the supplies and food that I want? Do I have enough in my home that I can face those kind of challenges? What if food becomes too expensive? Do I have some things that I can still source a little more and continue to take care of myself? And that's why I want to be prepared for the things that are likely to happen to me in my life and not what would be the most absurd, ridiculous, scary thing that could come in the future. Yes, some big scary world event could occur, but if you think over your life, you've likely faced all types of small challenges that you are likely to face again, and that's the struggle. What's the actual likelihood of the events that we will prepare for? And so perhaps having the most state-of-the-art prepping gear isn't really what you need. You just need some basics of, say, extra water, extra food, first aid supplies, additional hygiene supplies, cleaning supplies, the items that keep your life in your home running on a day-to-day basis. And that's where I like to begin, and I suggest that you do as well. How can you be a prepper on a budget? You can pick up those basic supplies, extra water, extra food, extra first aid, extra shampoo, toothpaste, dishwashing liquid, laundry soap. Pick some of those things up a little at a time. It doesn't have to be some big, huge shopping trip where you fill up the car that there's not an inch left so that you have all of the bountiful things that are available to us in the stores. We can afford to pick up a little bit at a time, especially when we look at our budget and figure out how can we add a few extra things and still live within the amount of money that we have. Stocking up on the basic food and supplies that I know keep my life running smoothly helps me avoid anxiety. It helps reduce stress and helps your life just feel better. Those are the items that help eliminate stress and anxiety, which can really be an additional challenge to your life that maybe you haven't even considered. We want to calm down in life, figure out how to make our days be peaceful, how to find the joy in the things that we have and the days that we have and the crazy experiences we come across in our lives. I try to have all of the basic supplies, and then yes, there might be something expensive that I think I want. So then I try to budget for it, save for it, and then I buy it. Don't ever go into debt over prepping supplies. You shouldn't go into debt over anything. You should be able to save up for the everyday items that you want and then get them a little at a time or save up and get them over time. It's not a good idea to go into debt. That adds another level of stress and anxiety and a future challenge that we don't want to have in our life. We want to get rid of the stress and anxiety, not add to it with debt. How can you have the prepping supplies you want on a budget and still have an abundant life? Set your goals for your life. What are the prepping goals that you have? What supplies do you want to have in your life? What are some just goals you want to achieve in your life? Doesn't have to do anything with prepping. What are your personal goals? What do you want to do with your life a year from today, 5 years from today, 10 or 20 years from today? What are your financial goals? If you don't have your financial house in order, work on that while you're building up a little bit of prepping supplies. Cut back on the non-essentials so that you can pay off debts if you have them and have that extra money that you've freed up to add to your additional supplies that can help your life run smoothly. You want to set all kinds of goals for your life and look forward in a positive outlook that we're going to have all types of wonderful things come ahead in our future. Don't just be looking at doom and gloom and thinking, I have to prepare because the world is a terrible place and it's getting worse. Nobody wants to live like that. And that isn't any kind of a world that's going to help you enjoy the life that you have. You are given one life. Make the best of it every single day. Look forward with a positive outlook. Make sure that you are collecting the things that you count on, and then you'll be able to make the best of every single day. Why be a prepper? So that you know you can take care of yourself no matter what the future holds. We want every day to be the best, but likely they're not all going to be. But with some positive thinking and some thoughtful prepping and some budgeting, we'll be able to make the best of our future. That's why I'm a prepper, and I'm hoping that others will want to do that as well. Leave it in the comments below. What are some suggestions that you have for us on how we can be better prepared and on a budget, and what are some goals that you're setting for yourself that help us look forward in a positive way instead of just with the doom and gloom. I hope you'll like my video, share it with someone else you think might enjoy it, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.